round, or will, of course, the Unicorns be the one to add to their kill tally? And we'll have to find out. We're about to load up onto the Rift, but why don't you guys at home tell us what you think? Hashtag CW win or hashtag UOL win. How well hidden they can keep themselves.
Yeah, this is the natural progression, but Hylissang.
Yeah, he goes in on Freeze with Kikis and Vardags there. Freeze, exhaust is on, a couple of flashes, burnt phosphorus bomb, not enough damage. Keep eating the biscuit, can't fast enough. That is going to be first blood over to... Hadn't seen very much for a while. Now, in the bottom lane,
Shen
comes Kas, Vardags, chasing it back. Shook is there. Shen already had come in, the teleport now, and in comes Shook out of the brushes. Freeze is there, throws the big barrel out, rolls it as well, and that's going to be Vardags going down. Visit Chachi might not have been wanting to teleport in there. All of a sudden, a pack of wolves out of the brush. They get two, and they get the tower.
Middle tower didn't get taken. Eventually down the line, this dragon gets picked up by the Unicorns, but overall, in terms of keeping your tempo even, look at the zone control and the wave clear on the Copenhagen Wolves' side.
Billy's going in.
Here we go.
Got the Shen coming in on. They target out Soren. He's going to get blown up. Power of Evil gets the kill credit as Vardags valks away. In comes Lenny, and the fight is on. Looking for the tower, juggling the aggro. Chachi tanking it up as much as he possibly can. Tower still stands, but maybe not for much longer without a mid laner there. Kikis goes in, just a feint. The proc of the Ludens go on to Lenny. It's on, they get it. Chachi will get Lenny. They're still finishing off the tower. Finally polished in, gets polymorphed immediately, and all of a sudden the Wolves, smelling danger, are trying to bail out. But Soren, he's gonna go down. The Chaos Storm, not enough to take out Power of Evil in the solo, and meanwhile Vardags is on the bottom, continuing to push this unabated. Lenny, Wild Grows himself, Kikis goes in, he's isolated from the team, the Glitterlands, that's gonna be it wearing off now. The rest of the Wolves are caught. Chachi gets Kas, Shook, he's gonna go down too. Vardags is still pushing this one. The Wolves are losing everything here.
This is 4v5 by the Unicorns because Soren, a couple ultis coming in, good taunt flash, and he's the driving force. He defended that tower aggressively as well. He started everything out because they were trying to chunk the Shen. He's playing a good frontliner, and this is not...
But still had the potential to carry in the past. Let's see. They continue shutting down as Kikis is caught. Here comes the Shen. Was it the Wolves that got caught instead? Power of Evil, a double kill for him. They're caught in the storm.
However, if tradition proves right, today they play well and controlled. Tomorrow might be different.
See if Lenny can get any work done. Cass, they found Kikis right now, but will they be able to take him down? Knocked in, Chachi goes
Soren.
Flash time, Soren, not quite down yet. Soren gets the kill onto Kikis. He much needed gold going into his pocket there, but the Unicorns aren't done yet. Lenny has to burn the flash to avoid Chachi. Shen looking to chase the
low mobility, medium range mage in the mid lane, but these are not picks that do well into poke. As we see right here, Kasi has the face check and he's gone. They slice off a bit of cheese off the wolf.
For them. The Unicorns now grouping up, well, at least Vardags and Kikis to take down Dragon number 3. So far uncontested. That mobility will make it even harder for the Wolves to catch them out.
Yeah, mobility. Chachi is hovering around mid because he's Power of Evil might get hard engaged on here.
Or Shook might be the one. Kikis is going to immediately flash mid-barrel, and that is going to be the rest of the Unicorns mobilizing to take him down. Shook is popped by Vardags, and now they're able to get even
right, because obviously Unicorns are doing Baron.
Yeah, they turn their attention now over to Cass, who's going to be getting away. The Baron still being fired down.
Victor?
There's the Chaos Storm. They got to go in for this one. Cass looks for Vardags. He's burning low. Cass now, he is absolutely massive, courtesy of the Lulu. Hylissang's going to get taken down by Soren. And now the Wolves might have been able to finish this fight off. The Kog'Maw has some serious damage, but Chachi is going to be the one who takes down Soren. A 1-for-1. Kikis around the side. Shook is back up, however, let's see if we get back into the fight. It might be a little bit too late. In comes the Stand United. Down goes the Nautilus. Down goes the Lulu. Unicorns come up again with a victory.
Kikis was the AoE damage right now. They're all low, so Shook, he wants to be a hero.
See if he can. We've seen a couple junglers here in Europe able to pull this one off. They're not zoning him away. They're too low, really. Going to try to keep him in the dark, but this is still a tense moment. Here comes Hilly. He's going to be able to keep his attention occupied for just a minute. Knocks him away. Can they finish it up in time? It's going down. Finally, they take it out, and the game is up. For Shook, never had an opportunity to get the steal off. Still, it's a very tense moment. Kikis got to get away. In comes Lenny all by himself, and he's collapsed on by a blessing of Unicorns.
No Carl to help Lenny, and he goes down.
They'll get it.
We talked about Power of Evil and how it would be the PoE show.
Definitely is.
708, that's 15 added up. I did the math.
Seems to be running out for the Copenhagen Wolves right now. Cass is going in to try and make the hero play. Gets the knockup, gets the second knockup with the wild growth. Look for Chachi, baits out Cass. They take him down, they're just too big. The Unicorns looking for the end game.
The minion wave is hitting the tower soonish. Just buys them enough time to control the map. They're gonna base. Spend a lot of gold. They're probably sitting in quite some gold right now.
Yeah, they'll be moving on up. Let's see if they can close this one out in style. The Wolves still remaining defiant to the end. Looks like they nearly picked off Kikis, but he was able to bail out. Some fancy footwork. Chaos Storm doing a little bit of damage to Chachi, but he won't be too worried about that. Inhibitor tower looking to go down, but all of a sudden Shook makes himself an issue. Goes in, gets even bigger thanks to the wild growth. Not quite down just yet. Hylissang's caught up in the gravity field, and no one down.
Opening desperately so. Chachi, Talon Flash misses.
Not quite enough. Gonna go ahead and send the depth charge his way. Won't be able to polish him off. Inhibitor number 3 is finally down. The Wolves now is
one opportunity, and he took it. Unicorns might celebrate with some spaghetti later, but they'll have to close out this game.
Yep. Still have a little bit of time on the board to do that, but the Wolves are running around scared, trying to save themselves, but Soren will be the first to fall. Cass may be the second. He is. Nexus turrets aren't going to live for much longer at this rate. All the way back to the towers, and Freeze is nearly taken down. Hylissang bowls the rest of them back in. Too many minions, too much pressure, and in the end, it's GG. Well, we'll have to see this time around. Why don't you guys at home tell us what you think? Is Rocket going to ride that into the late and take a victory here, or will Elements manage to grab one on the board, keep themselves competitive? To see if he can find some damage onto Rales, staying just out of range of the vision. Tabs, Nif, they're gonna get the Ignite off onto Vander, but Tabs might melt before this is all over. Dexter turns his attention to the enemy. There's first blood. They will be able to take it.
Let's see a play here. Destiny's available. Dexter sneaking in.
Looking for Steve, there it goes. They're going to turn their attention onto him. Froggen comes around the back. They will take him down. 3-man stack, while Rocket was trying to do the same thing.
You know, major late game. So what you do is you counter gank. This might work out very well for Rocket.
Sends in the depth charge. In comes the Evelynn. Agony's embrace. Jankos is too late to the party, however. Might be able to finish off Dexter with a bat, but not quite enough. Chased away by JWoww.
And this honestly is poor communication coming out of Rocket, and I feel Steve should have flashed.
The bottom side, but they're not going for it. Jankos seems to be a little bit
He's late. He's late to the party. He was late to the party in the top lane. He's late to the Dragon party now. You know, opposite it becomes. Steve is very squishy with high damage. And I'll finish the story later.
Looks like we're going to see the Destiny Gate coming in. Jankos immediately preemptively flashing, and with the Ghost on, they catch him. Boomerang. Dexter is able to take him down as JWoww looks around the side for more. Dexter lanterns his way back to safety. Maybe not. As in came Steve for the shutdown. Gold back in his pocket. JWoww being chased out by Nukeduck, and Rales now sends out the Riptide. Won't be enough as Nukeduck takes him to the skies. He's going to keep throwing out a couple of Qs here and there.
Shield used.
There you go, Parallel Convergence is on. In comes Jankos. He's going to get stunned up. Rune prisoned as well, so he can't get out of it. 2-man tower dive successful. Steve tanking the tower, but he gets it.
Wombo, so they move to the Dragon, which is a slightly wider area. They dodge the first Shock Blast. That is good. They secure the Dragon.
Number 2 for them. Now looking to siege Tier 2 here. A lot of Rocket members. Elements only have JWoww and Nif, but they're looking for Dexter to go for the flank, but Nif is already down. Collateral damage. Dexter turns.
It's going to separate a victory or a loss for Elements, because they need to find an opening. Strike before Rocket know what's coming, but it seems not going to be the case.
It's going to get taken out.
Dexter steals!
Stolen by Dexter as he takes the land. That one tower, but the Baron is there by Rocket. A lot of damage. Destiny thrown down for the global vision. Baron at half its health. Jankos tanking him all
They was
up.
going to flash over.
Going in. Nif goes forward too fast. He gets popped. In comes Tabs. The bear is down. Jankos is going to get popped, however. 2 members of Rocket already taken down. Steve! He's taken out for a double kill now as Elements all of a sudden turn their attention to finishing off the Baron and get it. Still waiting on the next one as Jankos gets caught in. Dashes away, phase dive. Dragon still being fired down though. Rocket may be able to secure this unless Dexter can get it. No! It's taken by Jankos. The fight starts off. Steve
To use his corner break back to his Ghost. Hang on, Steve is chasing Dexter here.
looking for it. Jankos going in onto Dexter. Hate Spike's flank, flashes the parallel convergence, running away as fast as he can. The rest of them are there, and Rales collaterals him down. He's back up, but he's had a
Watch JWoww
away from Fountain. JWoww sends out the Riptide, gets stunned up. They still got some AoE damage, just trying to buy some time for Dexter to arrive. Nif is gonna get the hook off onto Nukeduck. Baron is helping him out, but it's taken down by Rocket, and Elements suddenly have to bail out. Or do they? Going back in, looking for Nuke Dog.
Oh,
now dodge the hook. Elements are there for the defense. They've ruined Prison. JWoww, down goes the tower. Shock Blast flying. Hit Sniff again. Inhibitor. I don't think they can defend this one.
Watch Dexter flank. Watch at the bottom. This is what we want to follow. Is Dexter going to get the flank off? Yes or no?
Running out of time here. Inhibitor will just about
that hook's never going to connect.
Down. Dexter took way too long on that one.
Yeah, his team wasn't in position. Really, the flash from JWoww is what sealed the deal at the Dragon fight, or the Baron fight rather, because you want JWoww to flash in, draw the attention. Then Dexter wants to come in. We said this earlier. Secondary engage.
Looking for Jankos. Destiny is on. Can they catch him? Parallel convergence. Hook is going to catch Jankos. Will he be able to go in? He's going to chrono break, but still fall. Froggen had him with the card. Dexter moving in. Froggen as well. Tibbers goes down. Won't give him the time.
Any time.
Dragon's going down very quickly. It is picked up. The response. Teleport coming out from Steve. Can they stop this one? Shock Blast hits Sniff. They bail out immediately. In comes Jankos. Chrono breaks back into JWoww. Separated from his team. Forced to flash. Followed up on. Taken down and blown up.
Forced Elements to do this. They wanted Steve to teleport. Next turn.
Looking for the flank.
Live with flash.
Hook of Raleigh. They won't go in on him though. Dexter goes in. He gets stunned up for just a second, or rooted up, I should say. Steve gets taken down by Tabs. The crit, the double kill. Vander goes forward for the bear, but it won't be enough.
Triple kill.
Triple. Tabs is going for more. Froggen's coming in. Gets the gold card. Takes him down. Steals away the quadra, but Elements don't care. They're on to pushing mid.
What looked like miscommunication turned around with, honestly, bravado from Tabs coming out. Man mode's at the front of the fight, you know, has that QSS, has that spell shield, and just the AoE bouncing blades there from Tabs, from that ricochet. And then as he gets stunned, he launches out his boomerang blade. It was so beautiful because even if you're stunned, it'll still come back to you. And Elements. Finally, Tabs is stepping up to the carry that he was renowned to be, and that was a fantastic fight.
Off the back of it, back to form. Nexus Tower number 1 falling. Nexus Tower number 2. The death timer's too long. Elements have done it. They topple Roccat and move up the standings.
Rumble wants everyone together. Gragas and Janna split them all up. We'll take a look at the team compositions in just a second. You guys at home, jump on Twitter and let us know which Spanish mid laner do you think is...
Trade in the mid lane as well. Look at Amazing. He's moving down bot lane now. And a TP from Soaz.
There is one more if they need it. Mithy's flashed in for this one. Audrey's got the Eye of the Storm, and here comes Soaz from behind. Mithy is going to get exploded as he tries to pull himself to the wall. Godfred and Werlip, they decide to turn back aggressive.
On the map.
8 minutes on the clock. Giants secure their first dragon of the game. Gonna deny that opportunity to Origin. Oh, 3 versus 2.
Oh, so
Giants are in trouble. The fat man's been rooted. With the equalizer in place, Frederick will get some damage, but it will not be enough. Soaz is being burned down. Amazing gets a knock up on Werlip, trying to get Soaz. He's flashed for it, but will not get the kill. 2-0.
Saber as well.
This time round, Frederick's nearby. Amazing and Soaz look to engage. Equalizer comes out and Frederick knocks Amazing under the tower. Werlip overheats and sinks Amazing for a reply kill. Audrey, he's actually rocket jumped forward. Niels is the one that's been exhausted. Audrey forced to flash defensively. Niels now flashes aggressively. Auto attack after auto attack. Summoning heal comes down. Mithy goes in. He manages to get the mines out, but the boomerang secures the kill. Here comes a teleport. Pepe's coming from the middle lane. He's looking for Niels. He will not find him. Second teleport. Werlip wants to play. A new challenger arises, and he is not successful.
Giants, your teleports are so
managed to take out the bottom turret, but Niels replied with the top turret. Giants, however, should be securing dragon number 2. Looks to be secured here by Frederick. I saw Peke hanging out.
Yeah, we mentioned this earlier, how Origin can just dive around. They're gonna get him.
He's down. Too easy. Just as an update, between 10 and 20 minutes, actually has the highest amount of kills out of anybody. Peke is going to be in trouble here. Gonna get 3-manned by Giants. Pepe starts at the TP.
On this Gragas or maybe the Janna Tornado, he cannot join in way too late. Origin just gets a completely free dragon.
Uncontested. Frederick. Werlip is in a little bit of trouble. Gonna start overheating with the Flame Spitter, and Audrey has red buff. Has you summon a heal for this. Gets the slow on Peke. There's no hourglass yet. Peke is gonna flash away defensively. Giants have lost themselves up. They're split. Audrey is down. Peke, Luna Rush, and the Crescent Strike. Pepanero wants to come in from behind, but Peke's got 2. Soaz is now going to look for Frederick and Godfrey. Soaz is going to get caught out, but again, 3v1. And Origin are now going to surround Giants. Giants are just scattering to the wind. Dredgeline connects. Fredric's knocked up and kneels. Hook line. The blue team, Pepinero, is very far away. An early equalizer once more from Werlib. No El Bandito steal today. Fredric body slams over. Werlib will get taken out by Niels as a flash from Soaz will be setting up another kill. 3 members of Giants down and Pepinero's running for his life. Windwall comes out. You've got damage, but not enough, my friend. Dogs, new Runeglaive tricks. Peke really showing up in recent weeks. And
Origin can also just dive if they want to. There's the threat at least, which is enough to force Giants to back.
Oi, you mean Peke? Like he dived Werlib? Totally dropped him. Peke still has Hourglass available. Gonna look for Adri. He's gonna flash forward. Pale Cascade doesn't connect. Adri forced to defensively flash. While all of that's going on, Origin have got the inhibitor turret. They've also got Fredric. El Bandito's down. Pepe's got Niels, but he may not be able to get the kill because the spell shield and the auto attacks keep Niels alive. While all that was going on, Peke got his second solo kill under the turret of the bottom lane. Origin, 5 against 1. Now knocking on the Nexus turrets. 17-3, 28 minutes. The conga line of minions move their way in. Origin are looking for their 10th victory of the summer split. And they obliterate Giants.
Torn flash on the Shen maybe, you're gonna have the Gnar flanking in. So it's so much gonna be about, can Odoamne be a split pushing threat? Can defeat him early game with the Shen as well? TPing in and helping him.
If anybody...
And Rio on the other side. We might see a collapse on Reignover, look at him.
He's taunted, Reignover's in trouble! He gives up first blood to Odoamne's Gnar.
Might not be over yet.
Hooney's trying to escape. Kasing saving up the energy. Yellowstar's put a point into Pulverize. Lulex has flashed over the wall. Yellowstar now in trouble. Taunt not going to be needed or used.
He's enchant instead. Reignover, he's going for Odoamne now.
Gonna look for the harp. Odoamne knows, gets rooted in place. Equalizes burning Odoamne. The follow-up bowler.
Shen's
United's coming out from Kasing. He has an ignite. That's a 2-man taunt. Flash away from Reignover. H2K have got 3 kills. Kasing and Odoamne 1 more. Mega Gnar's about to come out. Odoamne needs 1 more auto attack. He's saving it. The taunt connects. Mega Gnar's gonna pop. Hooney's in trouble. He gets Gnar barred against the wall. Started by H2K. 12.5 minutes. Reignover has got smites, however, not going to be in range.
To the jungle here. They force Reckless and Yellowstar away from the tower. Yeah, Fnatic are trying to go in again. Can they pull something off?
That's a flash Pulverize! Kasing and Lulex kept out. Lulex is knocked back. He will go down to Reignover, who's now on the board. Fnatic with their first kill. Equalizer in the trap.
And keep the 4v4 because they want a split push with Odoamne. Jumping him now.
Hooney's already gone golden, and he's got caught out. Hooney will be dropping, but not before he puts the equalizer out. Reignover's leaped back in with Thrill of the Hunt. Kasing is channeling the Stand United. Reignover's looking for a kill, but I don't think he'll find him. Kasing saves H2K once more.
Look at the bot lane as well.
It's soloed by Odoamne, and Hyanin is pushing the bottom.
Which is not something we see very often, but if you look at the mid lane right here, just outside of the screen, you can see a ward plays from H2K. That's again to spot. If Fnatic is able to recalls, trying to buy a bit more time, there's nothing else down here in the bottom of the map to really fight for because there's no dragon. Towers are gone as well. Now Hooney needs to be careful.
He's been taunted! Hooney may have Hourglass. He's going to have to. Equalizer comes out, saving that cooldown this time round. But Reignover's been caught out. A 2-man knocker from Yellowstar. Look at the shock block!
Enough poke from this Jace, from this Corki. We haven't seen them get into proper fights yet. They might be able to get a pick on Lulex though.
Lulex is in trouble. Explosive cast comes out. Equalizer's down. Odoamne is back in Mega Gnar. He's going to look for a 2-man knocker, but it's only Reignover and Yellowstar. Feathervin is firing down the shock blast on the side as Yarn has been zoned away thus far. Kasing lands a taunt. Look at Reckless. He's low on mana, but high on health. Landing auto attacks, flashing forward. The Gatling gun's out. He should find Odoamne for the shutdown.
Oh,
the
nice.
shock blast finds Yarn. Fnatic have 4 kills, looking for the ace, and there's a peel for Baron.
I'm happy we just talked about how strong the mid game is for Fnatic, yet even though we didn't get to see them really use it so far, now they gotta fight. Lulex got well.
It's dragon number 3, Deficio.
It is. Might be a thing.
Movement
5
speed.
dragons.
Movement speed increase.
Waiting it out. Never disrespect the damage Fnatic can do at this point in the game. Yellow Star is toned it up. Let's see what Lulis can do.
Equalizer comes out. That one's good. The shock blast doesn't connect. Fnatic have got the damage focus on Oduwamne and Lulex. Oduwamne will be going down. Feathervin's on a killing spree. 5 versus 4, and Fnatic cannot find more.
Again, it's Fnatic going in. I'm not sure if I said never respect the damage or never disrespect the damage, but don't disrespect it, because Fnatic's mid game is fantastic. Ryu is here, he's full HP, but Lulis is so low. He's going in!
Culling's coming over from the side. Red team Baron! Fnatic get Baron! There's 2 more kills for Huni. It's a double. They're looking for Ryu. We see the Valkyrie available from Reckless. Shock Blast connects. Rainover doesn't connect with the Bowler Strike, nor does the Frost Bomb. And that Death Star laser hurts a lot. Ryu's gonna be...
They tend to just snowball horribly one way because you cannot really defend yourself, you cannot set up sieges. Now they can. Kasing is gonna flash forward though. Taunt forward. Same thing.
Do you see the Valkyrie away from Reckless? He's trying to be zoned out. Yellow Star's on the front line. Huni's overheating, so there's no equalizer, but they've killed Kasing. There's the Chaos Storm as the gravity fields.
Bring up, but he's been such a big part of these picks lately for Fnatic. 4 dragons though for H2K. They are behind in gold now. 5K have been forced to back away, and they just start the Baron now.
Culling comes out from Kiana, and he's a little split from his team. H2K in position. Baron number 2 secured. Equalizer comes out, and Oduwamne is down already. Lulex is looking for Feathervin, but he's not going to find him. Rainover leaps in. We see a flash for flash. Yellow Star chasing Kasing. 3 members of H2K are down. Fnatic have a Baron. Yellow Star setting up yet another kill for Fnatic, and Rainover, he's bounced back from a horrid start. And Fnatic will have to
get around it. They wait for H2K to move close, then they land the poke, and once H2K is forced back to their own base, well then you just start rushing in this Baron here for Fnatic. I mean, if you can't even beat them when you get 2 kills at level 1, who's going to stop Fnatic? 2 kills at level 1 for H2K, 7-1 later on in the game, and yet here we are.
If Reckless is getting a few auto attacks down, Kianan is going to dash forward aggressively. Oduwamne is going to go Mega Gnar. Does not have flash available. Will get hyper in a moment. Is going to try stun up Huni. We see Rainover is splitting up H2K's focus, and Oduwamne is down. Lulex follows quickly thereafter, and Fnatic find a 3rd. That's a double kill for Reckless as Huni goes for another. 4 members of H2K are down. The Supers are into the base. In the European LCS, every team fights one another, but it's Fnatic that end up winning. 13-0. They equal the longest winning streak in LCS history. Surprising Gambit. Gambit have put together a pretty good team composition with, again, multiple options. Good wave clear. Decent engage options.
I really fear SK will lack damage. If the Victor pick gets shut down, even in the fight or just in the early game, Ezreal is not going to be the guy who...
CS, but a lot of minions to farm. And we did see Sven getting gifted from camp. Phase dive over. We are going to see the wind wall come out. That means the dredge line is blocked, and Caboshard continues to put the damage down onto Sven. Parallel Convergence will not find a stun. That big body barrel slam will. Caboshard dashes once, dashes twice, finds first blood, and gets himself a blue buff for a moment. Gets a rock up onto Freddy. He's staying alive. Freddy should go down. 1 or 2 more hits. Freddy's going to dredge line to safety. Was able to disrupt Gambit's chances. Maybe he could work out. Gonna look for an engage. Parallel Convergence. This might be a stun, and it catches Betsy out. The Chaos Storm will burn Betsy down. And the Shockwave.
He saved until after when he'd already been poked down so low. That was a mistake for him. Diamond, though, he's gonna go in for the gang and oh!
3 men!
Dying! Dead up!
The last breath! I demand! Depth charge. Look at the rest of the team, though. Everybody's converging. Forgiven is not here. Svenskeren got knocked up, and Gosu Pepper is going to get stunned by the Parallel Convergence. SK's in the retreat. Svenskeren gets caught out. Going to Chrono Break back, but it will not be enough. 2-0-2 Caboshard.
I really want to hide.
Had 100% kill participation in 15 minutes. It's not something we've seen. Fox has picked the fight with Cabo, or vice versa, and Fox is going to get dumpstered.
Victor joining in now. It's 5 members from SK. They just used quite a lot of that. That's fine. No, he's going in again.
Man, last breath. That Double kill for Cabochon, and he wants more. He's going to keep sweeping that blade across. He's going to find himself another with the help of Gambit. Killing spree shut down by Fox, but it does not matter. An ace for what? Not a lot that SK could have done the way the game played out, because Gambit just took control ahead of the curve. Maybe Forgiven knows it'll be nerfed and won't be able to be used by time playoffs rolls around.
That's when he laughs at all the people.
Cabo wants more. Cabo should get more. Dredgeline away. Cabo's going to keep something. A new challenger appears and Fox shuts him down. Head to head. We'll expand on this.
They're going to have to stop this Baron then, Trevor, if they want to have a chance of winning this game.
I don't think they're going to be able to. They're not. Baron has been secured. Cabochon's found Svenskeren. The Chrono Break will buy some time, but Forgiven as well as Cabochon.
They're taking damage.
Look at the cooldowns. Last Breath is up for Cabochon. Explosive Cask will be shortly for Diamond Procs. The tower has dropped at 26 minutes. What an early inhib turret. And the turret, the inhibitor, is secured.
So they're moving up, should be tied for 4th place. All the teams obviously aiming to get into playoffs. We have to remind.
It will be an unprecedented scenario. Last ditch effort. Svenskeren has phase dived over the wall. He's gonna Chrono Break backwards, but now he's split from the team. Candypan has Arcane shifted forward. Cabochon is pushing the top. Gambit will keep playing interference, and Freddy, he's gone way deep. Once again, Freddy with a questionable decision, connecting the dredge line. And Cabochon's got the flanking opportunity.
The thing is, SK just have no damage. They're falling behind, already had a composition with very low damage overall outside of the Victor pick. And then once you start falling behind, it looks even worse. I mean, yeah, Cabochon wasn't even there. Now, Gambit are looking to close out the game.
SK are split up. They've already lost their big tank top laner. Gambit are looking at the Nexus. They will undoubtedly pick up their 6th victory in the summer split and are looking to be a real threat as we get closer to the end of the regular season. Cabochon wants more, and he gets more.
First, second, and third are looking quite familiar, and then Giants, Gambit, UL are tied for 4th at 6 and 7. As said, H2K maybe dropping the ball here today quite decisively. What else have you guys seen after today?
For me,